My name is Father Chrysanthos Kerkeres, and I'm from St. George Greek Orthodox Church in Chicago. I remembered hearing a story many, many years ago during the time of persecution of the Christians. I remember thinking how difficult it must have been for these Christians, young and old, men and women, even children, who had to live their faith knowing that they could be arrested or even killed. I remember hearing a story of one of the governors who had written a letter to the emperor and said that he was having difficulty finding the Christians because they were Christians in secret. And the emperor replied to the governor and he said, "You will know them by their love." What an amazing thing to know that Christians can be known by their love. It makes us wonder how people view us today. Do people recognize us as Orthodox Christians by our love? Today, on May 30th, we remember a great saint, although she is not very popular today. Saint Macrina the Elder. She was someone that was known for her love. She lived in the pagan city of Caesarea, and she became a Christian upon the influence of Saint Gregory of Metropolis, the first bishop of that city. In fact, through him, through his love and his spiritual guidance, the entire city, or much of it, was converted to Christ and to Christianity. However, persecutions soon came back. In fact, Saint Macrina, her husband, and her child, for 7 years hid in the forest near the Black Sea, outside the city of Caesarea. There they waited patiently, they maintained their prayer life, their fasting even, until the persecutions ended and they came back to their home, although not much of it was left. It was pillaged, their things were all taken. However, they continued, they endured. In fact, some historians believe that her husband was martyred. However, Saint Macrina's love and her influence affected those around her. Her son, Basil the Elder, was canonized a saint. She had even great influence and a hand in raising her grandchildren, some of whom we all know. They too became saints. Saint Basil the Great, Saint Gregory of Nyssa, Saint Peter of Sevastia, and Saint Macrina the Younger. What an amazing thing to have someone like her, a mother and a grandmother, whose love for Christ, whose influence, whose peace, whose humility can change us and those around them. I wonder if we realize how important it is for us to understand that we affect and influence the world. We represent our churches, our families. More importantly, in being Orthodox, people connect us to Jesus Christ. The way we love, the way we forgive, the way we help even the stranger has a great impact on the world. In fact, even the things that we write on social media will affect the way that people feel and the way that people view us and the church. Our prayer is, as we remember Saint Macrina, the Elder, that people will see our love and will say, "I know them. They are Orthodox Christians. I know them by their love." Chronia Pola, may the intercessions of Saint Macrina be with us and remind us to love all those around us.